You taking that job way too personal and it's starting to cost you. You show up loyal every day, attached, thinking this is something deeper than what it really is. And that's where the disconnect is happening. See, what you fail to remember is that this is a transaction. It's not a relationship. You give them time, they give you money. That's it. That's all. The moment it stops working for them, everything will shift. Not because they hate you, but because it's simply how business works. So stop trying to tie your emotions to something that was never built on loyalty. Everything that feels wrong isn't illegal. I'm going to say that again. Everything that feels wrong isn't illegal. You feel it, you see it, you know something is right, like it's sitting off kind of, right? But the system doesn't move off feelings. Favoritism happens. Bad management happens. Supervisors that don't perform and do what they're supposed to do. That's just the norm now. People get treated differently every single day. And that doesn't automatically mean that you're more protected. That's why you got to move smarter, not just react. Don't be so reactive. You're not in a system designed to favor you. There are rules. I'll say it like this. There are rules, steps, deadlines, things nobody break down until you're already in trouble. So now you're trying to fight something without even knowing how the game is played. That's why awareness matters more than emotion, especially when it comes to HR. Hard work doesn't always guarantee anything. We show up, you give them you go the extra mile for them, you go above and beyond. You can be doing everything right and you still get passed over for promotions, for increases, for raises, for bonuses, because this isn't always about effort. It's about visibility, connections, who people like. You know that. You see they like or favor this person over there. That person always get promoted. That person gets taken to lunch. That person gets the gift cards. That person gets the little bonuses and all the things. So don't sit there questioning your worth over something that was never based on merit. In this day and time, employers are seeking to get people that make them more valuable. That's all they care about. Timing can shut everything down. And I need you to know that, because you can be right. You can have all the proof. You can show how somebody did this while you were trying to do that. You can have everything lined up. Miss one deadline. It's over. It's over. That's how serious timing is. So don't sit on things thinking you've got forever, because you don't. HR is not on your side the way you think they are. You know, you always hear, take it to HR, go to HR, report it to HR. HR works for the company. You know that. If your situation threatens the company, now you're the issue. You are the issue being mismanaged. You are the issue. Now they got to what do they do with issues? They get rid of them. That doesn't make them bad people, but it does mean you need to move with awareness. Because everything you write can come back. Everything. Everything you write can come back. Documenting is powerful, but sloppy documentation will hurt you. Stick to the facts, not your feelings, not your opinions, not what other people think you should do. Because one day those same words that you wrote might be looked at differently than how you meant them. You can say one thing, you can document one thing, but it'll always be twisted. Because the moment you speak up, the energy in the office, the energy in the environment, it's going to shift. You thought speaking up would fix it. You thought standing up for other people or standing up for what was unfair would do something to make the company better or make them change rules and everything. You thought speaking up would fix it. Now there's pressure. Now they want to get rid of you, but they don't have anything in your file to wrongfully terminate you. Now there's attention on you. Now things feel differently. That's not your imagination. So don't panic. Just be prepared. They'll say things like, you talk too much at work and it's costing you. You talk too much. It's costing you. Not everybody needs to know your plans. You know how you think you got that coworker that's your friend, your homegirl, your homeboy, right? So you telling them your next move. You telling them things you're going to do. You talk too much. That's going to cost you in the long run. So just be careful with that, because not everybody needs to know your plans, your frustrations, your next move, what you're thinking about doing next. They don't need to know that, because when decisions get made in upper management, that information will quietly work against you. I'm sure you've seen it happen. They are not your friends. I had to learn that the hard way. You know, my daughter taught me that when she was working for me, when I worked at the law firm. She said, Mom, you go there thinking everybody your friend. Those people aren't your friends. Because the moment a dollar is on the line for them to get to turn over or cross you or any kind of way, they will. You laugh with them. You talk every day with them. Sometimes y'all go to lunch together. But when things get tight, and again, a dollar is placed on the line, people gonna choose themselves. That's not always betrayal, though. That's survival. It's truly survival. Sometimes the real goal is to make you leave, to push you hard enough to leave. The pressure, the write-ups, the constant issues, the constant bickering, the constant things you hearing behind the scenes, until you finally say, I'm done with this. Then they got what they wanted. Now they didn't have to fire you. Now they don't have to go through the unemployment if need be. If they don't know how to really write up a termination, so to speak, you get unemployment. You removed yourself. That's the way they're going to play that game. You can go from great to now the problem overnight at any employer. Be careful. And you sitting there confused about, I was showing up, I was going extra mile, I was helping people in other departments, I was helping this person and that person. You confused. Nothing changed about your work. The situation changed around you and you didn't recognize it. See, another thing I want to share with you, promotions aren't always earned the way we think. You know, we think if I do good, if I show up on time, if I go the extra mile, if I stay later, if I come on Saturday sometime, if I work 80 hours a week, I'll be promoted. Again, it's not just effort. It's who sees you, who likes you, who speaks for you, who's, tail you kind of kissing, who's in the room when decisions get made. Pay attention when things feel off to you. See, you notice that shift before you can even explain it. The conversations begin to change. Energy starts shifting. People move differently. That feeling, that's information for you. And you need to hone in on that. You need something outside of that job, because one day it will end without warning for you. You see it all the time. People lose their jobs without reasons, like they don't know why. Right now, TSA workers, they're not even getting paid. People quitting. What did this government stuff have to do with me? What did it have to do with me? Now I'm affected by it. Again, one day, all of it can end without a warning. And if that's the only thing holding you there, it's going to hit you harder than it should. Once you see this, once you see it for what it really is, you stop reacting emotionally and you start moving with strategy. That's when you stop getting caught off guard. Jobs are changing every day now. Employers are finding all this AI and technology to replace human beings. At the end of the day, you're going to realize real quick, they don't care about you. They care about profits. HR is not on your side. They care about the company, because that person sitting in HR that's in authority, that person need their job. So when it all come down to it, they could be your very bestie. They could. But when they money on the line, you gone. You're gone. So I just wanted to pop in and tell you, you playing a game that you are not aware of. You truly are. You are playing a game that you are not aware of. And once you really understand how it all works, you will stop taking things personally. You'll stop moving emotionally. You will start moving strategically. I want you to take this video and tuck this in the back of your mind and think about it. It's not about you quitting your job. It's about you moving strategically. If you know things are shifting in your job, I want you to drop down in the comments, I feel the shift. Again, move strategically.